Hello and welcome to Helton's Computer Repair. Today I'm going to be showing you how to bypass a user's login or changing their password basically, or creating another user on a simple Windows 7 CD. Now only do this in case you forget what the password is. If you have no clue what your hint is, also, this happens to lots of people. They create a wonderful password for companies and homes, and they set up a very strong, more than 20 characters, and by the next day they forget what it was. Also, don't forget that you have the ability of creating a reset password on a flash drive or CD. But in case you didn't make one, that lots of people usually do, we're going to go ahead and show you how to bypass this with just a simple Windows 7 DVD. Let's go and get started. We're going to go ahead and restart the computer right now. When it comes up, you need to go to your boot menu. I'm actually using a VirtualBox. It's very similar, because I wouldn't be able to make this video unless it was in motion. But if you go to your BIOS, it's usually like F1, F12. It depends what your company is. But most likely it's F12 or like the delete button. Once you get to there, be sure that you load up the CD-ROM drive, because it wouldn't even matter. And if not, you can also go to boot settings and you can configure which drive is going to boot up first to do the exact same concepts. So I'm going to go ahead and press C to boot that up. You'll be prompted about the Windows CD loading up. That's normal. You would have to press any key for that to work. Don't search for the button called any key. It's literally pressing any key. And your wonderful Windows 7 CD will load up. Now, depending on the speed of your computer, it can sometimes go super fast or very slow. It depends if you have an awesome gamer computer or a simple standard one. So here came the wonderful Windows 7 CD, asking you what language, what time, what keyboard. I'm just going to go ahead and press next by the default. And instead of pressing the install now button, scroll down where it says repair your computer. It's going to be searching for some security options from different operating systems that you have. It can take a few minutes also, but give it some time. As you can tell, the Windows 7 came up. If it doesn't, you would basically exit out, but it doesn't really matter. We're not going to load the system recovery tools for this. We're going to go ahead and just exit out. Oh, sorry, wrong one. It'll be prompt, and if it doesn't come up until you have to do a recovery, just skip that step. You press next. As you can tell, we're finally here on the wonderful system recovery options, and you see a list called command prompt. Go ahead and select it. As you look on the top, you can tell that it says administrator level. So we should be able to have full control. So we're going to go ahead and find which hard drive we're going to use. We're going to type in C drive to find out what's in there. We're going to type in dir. As you can tell, there's nothing in that drive. So let's go ahead and try D. And it shows that this one will probably be it, because it shows program files, has program files 86, it has users and Windows. Let's go ahead and look in to be more sure. And there's a list of users right here. So it seems that's the correct one. So once we're there, we're going to type in cd and put /Windows/System32. You're going to need to make a backup on cmd.exe. I'm going to make another one, renaming it to be cmd backup.exe. I'm going to make a copy of utilman.exe. I'm going to do the exact same thing. It doesn't really matter if it's uppercase or lowercase, it's still there. If you do get a pop-up and telling you that this file did not copy, just continue going, because this process is still going to be made. It happens on some Windows, on Windows 7, that gets this issue, but it's normal. Next, what we're going to do is go ahead and delete the utilman, because we basically just made a backup on it. I'm going to rename the wonderful cmd.exe to utilman.exe. Now, the only thing that's left is just go ahead and change this wonderful cmd backup.exe, and we're going to go ahead and rename it back to cmd.exe. The only thing that's going to have to be done when we come back is just to bring back the old utilman, because as you can tell, we copied the regular cmd and we did the old utilman and we renamed the cmd to utilman. So basically, it's doing a trick on the computer. We're going to go ahead and exit out now, restart the computer, and see what's going to happen. If you still have your CD, just go ahead and give it some time. Just don't press the button, and it'll just load up Windows. And you see this wonderful tool right here on the bottom, the easy of access? We're going to go ahead and click that, and look what came up. A wonderful command prompt screen. Let's go ahead and see what users are here. There is a user called user. Remember, I don't remember what the password was here. Let's go ahead and test it out. Net space user. There's your list: administrator, guest, and user. I'm actually going to change the password. Net user. Type in the name of user and press star. You'll be prompted you on to retype your password. Don't be tricked out because it doesn't show you what the password is. And it's successfully been done. You also have some awesome features that you can press net user, type in the name of the user, also like administrator. You could type in active, and yes, so you can enable the administrator if you want to. You could do the exact same thing to the guest. You can also create another user if you want to, like new user. And if you see how I put a space from new space user, if you're going to put a space with the word saying, don't forget to put these in. And you can simply just add it. And now you type in the list of net user. Look who's been added. New user. Either way, I'll just cut this out. So it's a new, wonderful, can't remember what the trick was, how to delete the user, how to bring it back up later. So let's go ahead and just leave it there. What I'm going to go ahead and do, though you won't have this on the menu, I'll just go ahead and deactivate it. So net user, new user, and type in active. Heck, no. So we won't hear it popped up. But we just changed the password. Once you've done this, I really recommend to restart the computer because it will get some issues if you do it right after you did that settings. Windows has to restart up and do some changes that you've just done. Windows loading up again, and we should be able to log in. Let's give it a try. Look at that. The wonderful Windows has loaded up. Looks nice. So we got on, we changed the password, and everything's working great. Now the only thing we need to do is switch this little file. Because that we changed this, we're always going to have this command prompt pop up on this button. So we're going to go ahead and fix that back. So let's restart the computer again. Now you can leave that file if you want to, it doesn't bother you, but that would bother me in case it ever wants to come up. So I'm going to do the exact same steps that we just got there, and the only thing we have to do is just delete the utilman and rename the backed up utilman and bring it back. So follow the few steps when we get here and we'll do the same thing. Windows loading up like normal, it's using the CD. Give it a little bit of time. Okay. Same thing again. You get this screen, press next, go to repair your computer. Let the system recovery options come up. Press next. Here's the command prompt. Remember what drive it was. For me, it was the D drive. I'm going to type in cd/. Windows/system32, and then I'm going to type in delete util-man.exe, and I'm going to now rename util-man backup.exe to util-man.exe, and that's about it. I should be able to exit this, restart the computer, and it should be back to normal. Let's give it a try in a little bit. The wonderful user came up. We're going to go ahead and press this button, and look at that. The easy of access. And it's back to normal. Type in our password that we created. And there you go. That's how you basically bypass your wonderful users' accounts by changing the password, creating a user, enabling the administrator. It's a very strong tool you can use. Don't forget to check out our videos from Helton's Computer Repair, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.